Hello, this is Reina, a teacher in China, and I'm trying to use my experiences to help other people to know more about China, especially my Bisaya ng mga kaila. And I'm trying to use, not Chinese, I'm trying to use English as a medium of communication to you, my dear viewers, because I wanted to help not just the Filipinos who are using the Cebuano dialect, but of course, I wanted to help other people who are considering coming to China, whether for travel or for work, of course. So today, I'm going to talk about different applications which are very useful when you come to China. In my experience, when I came here, it was like it was crazy because the culture shock, the food, the language is like, oh my god, how can I survive this country? So with help of some friends, Filipino friends who are already here working in China, so I was able to get some information which could help me go through my new life here as a Filipino teacher who's teaching English to students, especially my students are high school at the moment. So I'm actually preparing them for their IELTS exam next year. Hopefully they'll pass. And let's get started, I think. Okay, so we're going to talk about let's have the 9 applications, mobile applications, which are very useful for you when you come to China. So first, we have the Youdao, or in English, its name is Dear Translate. Or you can also have Google Translate. But I highly recommend the Youdao because it's more efficient in translating like written text, and even it can translate spoken language by local Chinese people here. And it helps you a lot when you come here and people will talk to you, or maybe you're asking for directions, establishments. Definitely this application is a great way for you to survive in China. Like when you go to restaurants and when you order the food, I've experienced a lot of those embarrassing moments, especially like when I talk to them. They couldn't recognize me as foreigner because of always saying that I'm Chinese. So yeah, maybe because of my eyes, maybe they think it looked like Chinese. I mean, and now the second one is VPN. Definitely. VPN stands for Virtual Private Networks. So this will help you pass through the internet censorship in China. You know, in China you cannot access Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Google, and a lot more applications and websites because the government forbids a Chinese citizen to access this application, maybe for, I don't know their purposes, but for you to access this applications, definitely you have to. For a start, you can have free VPN. In my case, I downloaded PSiphon Pro, which was recommended to me by a Canadian colleague when I was working in Jiangsu. And then I did have Turbo VPN. And later on, I purchased like Astral VPN, which was also recommended to me by my fellow Filipino teacher here in China. So right now, maybe you will ask, what's the difference between the free and the paid VPN? Definitely, they do have. First, free VPN, they disconnects from time to time. So like you're watching YouTube videos, it will just automatically shut off. So what will you expect? So the connectivity is like really terrible. But if you're working here, definitely you have to purchase a paid VPN, especially when this is for your communication with your family, or maybe for you want to access English materials in Google. Definitely you have to get or purchase a paid VPN. It will help you to be more efficient in your work, and also it will help you with your relationship or being updated with your family and friends back to your home country. Then you have the Taobao, Jingdu, and Pinduoduo. Okay, these three applications are like Lazada, Shopee in the Philippines, or eBay in the US. So these three online shopping applications are commonly used by the Chinese people. For me, if you ask, well, I'm using Taobao. I occasionally use Pinduoduo, and because China is the world's factory, anything that your mind can conceive, they have it. So you can buy anything that you want from let's say kitchenwares to shoes to food to dog foods, computer, printer, everything under the sun, they have it. So as far as I know from my friends here in China, especially my students, they recommend using the Taobao. So when you use this application, definitely you have to register. So you need a Chinese friend to set it up for you, because the characters are in Chinese and you need to type it out, and it's really difficult to do that, especially when we're using the alphabets. Okay, and next is we do have Meituan. Okay, Meituan is a food delivery application. So when I was working in Zhejiang province in a school there, I was too busy. I was working like 1 p.m. to I think 9 p.m. in the evening. So when I come back home, I was so terribly tired. So what I did is I just ordered in Meituan. I ordered in Meituan some food that I think are delicious, and I usually ask my Chinese colleagues, which is chicken or beef or pork or other dishes which I think are delicious for me or sumptuous for me. You need a friend to help you with this, because it's in Chinese too. So if you can also use your Yoda or Dear Translate or Google Translate to read the name of the dishes in the menu online. And in my part before, I usually ask my friends, because there's so many names and list of foods, so you will get puzzled with what do you really want to eat. So I usually ask for recommendations from my foreigner colleagues and even Chinese colleagues, so it will save a lot of time for me. Okay. And of course, social media. We need to be updated with our friends and families. What are they doing back home, and who's celebrating their birthdays, and etc. So since we don't have Facebook here, or you wish to connect with your Chinese friends, definitely they don't have Facebook at all. So you need to have an alternative of Facebook. So WeChat, or in Chinese word they call it Weixin. This is widely used by people here in the population. They also have the QQ, but this application is usually utilized by the adolescents here. So for working population and for business purposes and for chit chat with some Chinese friends, definitely you should have the WeChat rather. WeChat is quite strict here because they have a lot of security features, unlike Facebook. So you need to do a lot of stuffs like with WeChat, you need to be confirmed by a Chinese national or a foreigner who has been using the WeChat for 6 months, and this WeChat user should have the WeChat Pay feature. So WeChat Pay is another thing, so I don't want to discuss it much here in this blog, and I will tell you more about that in my next vlogs. Next is the Baidu and the Bing. Okay, Baidu and the Bing is the Chinese version of Google, Yahoo, and Mozilla Firefox. So definitely I get annoyed when I was searching for some materials in the internet. When I tried to use Baidu, it was so limited when it comes to English materials in teaching. So I asked my friends, they told me you can try to use Bing, because my notebook, I wasn't able to download some VPN because, you know, as I had mentioned before, I had a VPN, free VPN, only for my phone, but not on my notebook. So it was a struggle for me to access the YouTube using my notebook. And then we have the Didi. Okay, you know, in the Philippines we have the Uber and Grab taxis. Okay, this is the Chinese version of the Grab. I know Uber is not anymore in the Philippines, not working anymore. And Didi now, when before in the past, we heard about some news about some crimes committed by the Didi drivers. And the good thing about this is they added a security feature for the Didi users, so they can track the driver, and at the same time, if there are emergency situations, you can contact an emergency person. So you can add on your Didi your emergency, in case of emergency, contact person. So it really helps you to feel safer. Well, Didi is a good way to save a lot of money, because if you don't use the Didi here, definitely you will pay a skyrocketing fee, taxi fare rather. It's just like in the Philippines, there are some bad drivers trying to let us pay money which is not actually the right fee or the right fare for that distance that we have traveled. Next is the Alipay. Okay, Alipay is a feature in China. Like, they are trying to make China a cashless society. So Alipay is an application which makes your life here very convenient. You don't need to use cash at all. Like when you go to the supermarket, even for farmers market, they do have the QR code. QR code is like, you need to scan it using your scanning screen on your WeChat, and I will show it to you later what is the scanning screen. And then after you scan the code, it will ask you how much would you pay, and when you confirm your payment, it automatically transfers from your money to the Alipay wallet of that seller or vendor. So you can do that, like buying the tea, buying siomai, everywhere. You can do that. So using cash is not. It's a thing in the past. So in the big cities, like they are 80% to 95% cashless. Well, in small cities like mine, maybe, yeah, it's like that too. But in villages and countryside, like you need to bring cash. But in the main square and the urbanized area, definitely it's so convenient for you. Okay, next is Ctrip. So Ctrip is like an application wherein you can book a ticket, hotel, and not just train tickets, but also you can book plane tickets. Ctrip has a feature which is they will show you, for example, you want to go to Shanghai. It features the must-see places or tourist attractions in that place, and you will have the idea, okay, I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna go there, and it's also way cheaper than other applications. So this application is recommended by a lot of friends of mine, so you can check it out. And I hope that this vlog will help you to have a smooth sailing trip and adjustment when you come to China. I know it's pretty hard at first. I really understand that. I've been through that. So it will definitely help you with everything. So in China, as much as possible, with their big population, like they wanted to be a country with fast service, efficient service. So definitely they are using the online applications to cater the needs of the people and to make things easier for them. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope I did help you in your trip to China whether you're working or you're traveling. Thank you. Goodbye. God bless.